One day, Rosie 87546 and Flynn were relaxing after yesterday's work. 87546, since you're my best friend, I will tell you about Albert. Same goes to you since you're a good friend, Flynn, puffed Rosie. This is the story she told. It was a normal working day on the South Sodor Railway. A few months before Samantha's arrival, I said. I really enjoyed working in the coal yard when I can, I said. But it was getting too much for me. One day, Sir Bob Jackson came to the sheds for an announcement. Since Rosie has been struggling to keep up with her work, I've bought an engine from the other railway, he said. That engine will be arriving tomorrow, he said. All the engines were excited. The next day, after Jason was finished with his morning jobs, he came to see the new engine, who was painted in green, but lighter. Jason, I want you to meet Albert. He will help Rosie with any of her jobs. Please show him the ropes, he said. Very well, sir. Albert, let's get started, puffed Jason. Jason saw it hard getting through to Albert. These cars need to be treated carefully, otherwise you're going to regret it, he said. Pah! I can do things my way, without a useless rattletrap telling me what to do, puffed Albert. He bumped the other half of Rosie's train, and he puffed away. Rosie was shunting when Albert arrived. Hello, she said sweetly, but Albert just left the cars where he stopped and left. Well, he's too busy to talk, puffed Rosie as she pulled the cars to form Cassie's train. Albert was getting impatient. I bring my coaches here on time, and this is the thank you I get? I should have been long gone from this station minutes ago, he said. There was a passenger that was late as a result of a traffic jam, he said. But Albert left before anyone could know. Albert decided to make up for the time lost. When he got to the station, Sir Bob Jackson was waiting for Albert. You have made one passenger miss his train because of your impatience, he said. That's not allowed on my railway. However, you're getting a warning. After the passenger that missed his train finally climbed aboard, Albert left. Albert was turned off onto a siding where he saw Rosie, who had broken down with a train of tanker cars. Ha! Stupid tank engine broke down. Ah ha 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 ha! He puffed. As he left, Rosie started to cry. Later, Jason came to take Rosie to the works. At the South Sodor terminus, Albert ran round to collect his next train. Later, a special train was bound for the harbor. "This is a special train, and it needs special care," puffed Jason. "I know what I'm doing, so stop being a faulty fuddy-duddy," he said. Jason felt in his boiler that Albert would soon get his just desserts. As soon as Albert got to a hill, he suddenly stopped. Soon enough, his driver hopped out from the cab. "You've overheated, you silly engine," he said. Albert sighed as his driver ran off to get help. Jason was collecting some cars that Rosie had shunted at the coal mine. A minute later, Jason saw Albert's driver arrive. "Silly engine's overheated on a hill," he said. "Please leave your train here. Max will take over." "On my way," Jason replied. The fireman had put out Albert's fire when Jason arrived. "I think it would be better if you paid attention to the rules and regulations here," he said as he started pushing the train. After Jason pulled into the sheds with Albert, Sir Bob Jackson was there. "Good job, Jason. Get yourself a new coat of paint. You deserve that as a reward," he said. Then Jason left. Then he walked towards Albert. "Sir, I'm sorry. I really truly am," Albert said. "I know that one of our passengers had to waste gas because of your foolishness," said Sir Bob Jackson. "But I do have another purpose for you," he said. "You'll see what it is." The next day, Jason grimly took Albert to his new home. After Albert had been put into his new home, Jason left at a loss for words. And I know that during the rest of the South Sodor's operating years, Jason used the story of Albert's downfall when we misbehaved, puffed Rosie. "Wow. If I were working there, I would try my best to behave," puffed Flynn. Rosie 87546 and Flynn laughed. It had been nearly 2 weeks since Zach and P.T. Boomer were defeated by Rosie 87546 and Flynn. "That blasted Rosie! We'll have revenge, and we'll take over Sodor, even if we have to cause an apocalypse," puffed Zach. Zach's thinking was interrupted by another boat horn. "Watch it. Me and Boomer are thinking," Zach growled as a cargo ship showed up. Its crew laughed at the two villains, much to their annoyance as the ship passed by.